Now this is more like it. Today we're talking about my top 5 most surprisingly good figures in my collection. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, Justin Collects. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Last time we did a top 5, it was my top 5 most disappointing figures in my collection. Today, we're going to take a look on the other side of that spectrum, where it's figures I might have not had either the most hope for, or I just wasn't sure what to expect going in, being like it was a new venture for the company that came up with it, or a brand new company, or a company I just never had gotten anything from before. So, without further ado, let's get into my top 5 most surprisingly good, if not great, figures in my collection. So, coming in at number 5 is the Legend of the White Dragon. Basically the whole 2-pack, but we'll just go with Jason David Frank here, the White Dragon himself from Valaverse. Now, this made my list at number 5, not because I was expecting them to be bad figures at all. I've had one Valaverse figure before, an Action Force figure, and it was really good. I've heard good things about it. I know some people have their detractors, it's whatever. But I just wasn't sure what to expect, because this was really, I believe, his first time doing something other than Action Force. And with it being not a Power Ranger property, but a Power Ranger adjacent thing to go with Bat in the Sun backing this movie, and it being Jason David Frank's last project, I was very excited for it and definitely wanted these figures. Now, both figures are absolutely amazing. I just wanted to grab JDF's figure here to show off the texture, just everything about this is awesome. I was a little worried about the JDF head sculpt, the face portrait. Online renders, I wasn't sure what to think about it, but I'm telling you, getting it in hand, I absolutely love it. I'm blown away by this figure. It's one of my favorite figures in my collection, and it made this list, but I put it at 5 just because I wasn't expecting it to be bad. I just wasn't sure what to expect, but it absolutely blew me away. Now, coming in at number 4 is another figure where I didn't really know what to expect. I did go through a phase of getting some Fortnite figures because they were really cheap at Ross and Ollie's, and I did play Fortnite with my friends and my cousins when it first came out. So this is Manake from the Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale line. I believe Victory Series Royale, I don't know. But this guy, I got him cheap at Ollie's. He was a deluxe. I believe I got him for, it was like $9 or $12 or something like that. It came with like a big kind of Civil War looking cannon with like the wooden spoke wheels. That's somewhere in an accessory bin. But this guy, he just loaded out with accessories. And he's just so ridiculous, but the articulation's great on him. All the details. Just, look, he's got like butter right here where bullets would normally be. His rifle has like syrup all over it with pancakes with the syrup dripping. He's got a money bag back here. He's got pistols that do holster in. The holsters have little pegs, and they're like waffle iron gripped. The head does come off. It comes with an extra like headpiece. I don't know, see right there. And just the articulation's great on him. I will say he has a hard time standing up because his feet are kind of narrow. He's really top heavy. But man, this is just a ridiculous figure. I didn't know what to expect. And I've gotten rid of a lot of my Fortnite stuff, but this guy stays on my shelf. He's just a goofy figure, and I feel like we all need those goofy figures in our collection that don't necessarily go with anything, but are just fun to have. So, coming in at number 4, Manake from the Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale series. I believe that's what it's called. It's an awesome figure. Now, coming in at number 3, we have from Best Action Loyal Subjects, the IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I could put all 4 here because they're all really good, especially when you compare them to their previous Turtles. Now, this surprised me because I got a couple of the originals when they first came out, and they were awful. I hated them. I didn't like them at all. But these are they're not perfect. They're far from perfect, but they're fun and they look great. They improve the articulation, just everything. They come with a load of accessories. Now it's still like you got like delicate sheaths back here. The joints don't look perfect, but they look miles better. The knees are pinless. The arms aren't, but some of the pins are hidden by just some of the armor on him and everything. Comes with these little swishing sword accessories. These figures are just a lot of fun, and they're good like comic representation for Ninja Turtles, and like $20 a piece. And a lot of places they went on clearance. You get them for like 10 or 15. But I'm just really surprised by how much Best Action, Loyal Subjects really improved from the previous Turtles to these. Now they just need to keep those improvements going and stay at the same price point, and they could potentially do some really good lines, because he's got butterfly joints, just everything's tight. These are just good figures. Need to work on the head articulation and just some of the density of some of the plastic, but you're on the right track, Loyal Subjects. Keep up the good work. Number 3, the IDW Loyal Subjects Best Action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, coming in at number 2, we have, from the Nacelle Company, you could basically put all 3 of them here, the Biker Mice from Mars line. I've got my main man Moto here. I absolutely love these figures, and I was excited for them when they first announced them, but just the look of them and knowing that they were going to be more on the 7-inch scale, they looked really Super 7-ish, and by that I mean I was worried about the feel and like the plastic and the articulation, because Super 7 does some okay stuff, but overall just a lot of their stuff is lacking, if you know what I mean. Just no hate, but it's just the truth. But man, was I wrong. Getting these in hand, the accessories are on point, the articulation is amazing, everything's buttery smooth, just they just look amazing, and they're straight from that 90s TV show. I absolutely love them. I'm excited for the bikes to finally come out, and I cannot say enough good things about these Biker Mice from Mars from Nacelle. Keep up the great work, Nacelle. I'm excited to see what else you're going to do in the future. Man, these are absolutely awesome. So number 2, from the Nacelle Company, the Biker Mice from Mars, specifically my main man Moto here, if I had to pick one, but all 3 figures are absolutely amazing. So before we get to my number 1, go ahead in the comments below, let me know what your number 1 most surprisingly good action figure in your collection is. So for me, my number 1 from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, Captain Carrot. Specifically the non-platinum one, or whatever he calls them. I just love the regular looking one. Man, this, I'm a big critic on McFarlane's DC Multiverse. I've recently unloaded a lot of mine. I didn't have much to begin with, but unloaded a lot of mine. And this figure is just amazing. He looks great. The texture on the suit, just he's so goofy, but he's a big and buff rabbit. Articulated ears. The only thing that could put him over the top for me is maybe if he was a little smaller, closer to 6-inch scale, of course, but that is what it is, and a cloth wired cape. I mean, that being said though, this is a good thin plastic cape. I don't hate it at all. But man, I cannot say enough good things about this figure. This is one McFarlane figure I will absolutely never get rid of. Just everything about it. I just love this guy. He's got so much personality, and I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. I saw other people ranting and raving about it. I was able to get my hands on one, and oh my gosh, they were absolutely right. The paint, the shading, the texture, just the articulation's good. My joints are nice and tight. He came with really cool, expressive, alternative hands. No other accessories, but man, this figure's great. I'm gushing about it, but I absolutely love this guy. Cannot recommend this guy enough. So guys, that is my top 5 most surprisingly great figures in my collection. Thank you for checking out the video. Make sure to go back and check out some more of my videos in the back catalog. Tune into my live streams every Saturday at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. And till next time, I appreciate you guys.